And we're live.
Holy shit-o. My dude. Okay, so can't help. We were talking about entertainment. Bill and Ted, a successful story of entertainment last night, which is something that the world kind of needs. All right, I don't mean to sound like a hater, but how many fucking times are we going to retell Bruce Wayne's fucking story? Okay,
That's the thing.
there's
Every single Batman movie, they do the fucking story.
this. Oh my fucking god! Nightwing is a thing. Did you guys know that Nightwing is actually probably one of the most popular fucking comic people of all time? Nobody wants fucking Bruce Wayne anymore. It's okay that you did Twilight Guy. Why does he got to be? He'd have been a better Nightwing, wouldn't you agree? You know, not Batman. He's kind of skinny, but a Nightwing, yeah.
I'll tell you, the new, they've done two new Spider-Man movies.
Uh,
So Marvel, the ones with Tom Holland, the Spider-Man.
the guy from Avengers.
Yeah, so they did Homecoming and then Far From Home. What they got right was they didn't tell his origin story
Yeah, I did see Homecoming. I liked Homecoming. Yes.
because every single fucking Spider-Man movie has done his origin story. Everybody knows his origin story.
Everybody knows it.
It's like Superman. We know, dude. Superman's been around since like the fucking 30s or 40s. Like,
Yeah.
we know.
Like,
Everybody knows that he's from fucking Krypton.
yeah. I mean, there was a period where we haven't seen it. DC, I've read the newest comics, bro. They're gone. There's no way I can get into it anymore. I get it.
I'm totally Marvel. I used to be Batman, Superman,
Yep.
fucking shit like that. Now I had never really even heard of the Avengers until the Marvel movies started coming out.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
as a kid, I read DC comics. And then, I had a couple of Marvel here. I had a couple issues of like the Punisher, and I had the Captain America, I think, where he fights Hitler or something like that.
yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I,
But
I,
I was DC. And then when Marvel movies started coming out, dude, they're so much better than DC.
yeah. The Man of Steel, the best, literally the best. In my opinion, my favorite was all the Man of Steel, the new one with the guy who plays the Witcher now. Uh,
Henry Cavill.
God, people were, dude, the way they presented that story was like an anime, and I thought it was cool the way he overcame, and it was very anime like.
But then they killed it with Batman vs Superman.
They killed it with Batman versus. They took the best fucking movie. They tried to bitch about it being too long. I disagree. I've always wanted to actually see two Kryptonians just fucking go at it. Okay.
My problem with it, not one of my problems, was it was too dark. Not the but like visually, it was just too dark.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was pretty dark actually. You're right.
It's like it's hard to really watch something when you're struggling to see what's going on.
I could see that, but I liked where that fucking Kryptonian ripped that dude to pieces in the jet. That was fucking tits. Like I wish is he gonna kill him to give us like, you know, an R-rated. They did the Justice League was not bad. The Justice League movie was not bad. I liked it better than the first Avengers movie by far.
They did it in the wrong order. You need to see the origins. If you're going to do origin stories, you got to do the origin stories first, and then at each ending leads into the Justice League.
Right. None of it was just a bunch of gag. But Martha, your mommy's my mommy.
Yeah, our moms have the same name.
Mommy, what my mommy? We could share mommies, bro. My mommy's still alive, but I want my daddy.
And I will defend this to the day I die. Superman would easily defeat Batman.
Dear God, yeah.
He shoots lasers out of his eyes.
Dude, let's take that away. We got Batman, like in real life, just with some kryptonite gloves, just getting ready. He might be in a suit. Well, Superman's flying light. Maybe he's running this time, and he's running at light speed. And then all of a sudden he gets a little dizzy from the Krypton and fucking trips into Batman, and then he gets up. He's like, "Why is there goo all over me?
Yeah.
Why am I in goo?"
Batman turns into pink mist as soon as Superman comes within 4 feet of it.
Yeah. Now let's give him back his eye laser powers, and he's sitting there in space. Like, why the fuck is Batman sitting there in like a mech suit with Krypton? Doesn't he know I'm in outer space right now?
Or, you know, you pick up a car and you fucking drop it on him. You go, whoop, whoop.
In Shaw's case, a refrigerator, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know? Like, but yeah, so we don't.
Or
like
you pick up a fucking howitzer on and you shoulder fire that motherfucker. You go, wham! And you shoot a 155 round up Batman's ass. He's done.
He's done. I mean, he can
How
probably.
How about this? You slip him some bad shrimp, and he dies of fucking. He's human. Superman's a fucking alien. He's powered by the sun. As long as the sun is there, Superman has powers.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's just say, oh, no, Superman all of a sudden just doesn't have fucking powers. Well, go to the fucking Fortress of Solitude and use your superior technology to take Batman out. I mean, like, okay, so we don't have powers anymore. But you have robots with Kryptonian powers. You have fucking Kryptonian technology. That's still better than Earth technology even today.
It's ridiculous, dude.
It's just ridiculous. And, you know, Superman wouldn't get tired of his brain he doesn't have to hold glucose to focus. He'd be able to constantly focus. He'd have like a super PhD because he could read information and never get tired. Yeah. It's like if I were Wolverine, I wouldn't be like just some. I mean, yeah, I'd if I had a wish, I'd definitely wish for like a friend to get Wolverine powers and he not know, and I just come up to him and just start fucking cutting his throat. And he's like, why? Oh wait, no, okay. But
what a way to find out that you had superpowers, dude, is like somebody comes up and slits your throat and then it just goes and sucks back and you're like, oh shit.
Like, but what else you could do is read a lot of fucking books and never get tired and retain literally everything that you see. Like
that's why I liked you know, and this movie got shit on was X-Men Origins, or Wolverine Origins. Mm-hmm. And it gets shit on because of Deadpool, right? Which is terrible. And they fixed it in Deadpool 2 when he goes back in time and stops that movie and kills that Deadpool. But I liked how they showed Logan from like fighting in the Revolution and the Civil War and World War I, World War II, him and his brother, and Vietnam. And he's like, he's seen shit. That's why he doesn't like people. That's why he like is a recluse, because he has fucking PTSD from every war that's ever happened in the United States.
For like 200 years, yeah. And he came from a non-educated time.
And anybody that you fucking even remotely like dies because you're fucking immortal.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have such a good the attitude he actually has. He'd be like some political leader, I feel like, with his time. I don't know, because isn't PTSD like a wounding of your brain, or nah, maybe not. Maybe it's not. See, that's the thing that could be debated. I'm not even going to get into that one. Would he even get PTSD?
I mean, I think you see enough people die, it's going to affect you.
Yeah, because I mean. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Maybe he is a little depressed. And you can't get drunk either.
Well, that's the thing, is he can get hurt, but he heals. So technically alcohol is poison, so I think it could affect him, but he would need more and it wouldn't affect him as long. Yeah, okay. I could see that, because Captain America, he burns through it. He just doesn't affect him. Well, he could drink Thor alcohol. I think that was his metabolism was so fast. Captain America's that his body just processes it so fast that he doesn't get the effects of it.
And he has like a Wolverine on a cellular level, he heals. So he could take a dome shot and he would eventually heal too, because his cells have like this crazy DNA to where they can repair themselves at any point. That's why he never gets tired and stuff like that too. So he does have a small healing factor.
Did you watch Logan?
Of course, yeah. I watched all of them. The only thing I didn't like about Logan was the second version was kind of like the third. He lost his powers in the second one, and then he didn't really have powers in Logan. So I'm like, come on, it's an R-rated version. Couldn't we? You only gave us like a little just a little bit of a scene with blood where he could heal and do some cool stuff. It was just too, it's not enough. It just wasn't enough. His
I
daughter
think
was super dope.
I think that so I was watching it with my buddy, right? And we noticed that when Professor X has like the seizure in the hotel, and like all the guys that are attacking get frozen, right? And then Logan is like clawing them like in through their head and stuff.
That was cool.
You can see their eyes move, and they're like watching Wolverine kill the guy, and then like coming towards them, and so you can see their eyes moving, and like you can see like they're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then as the claw goes through their head.
Yeah.
And then I also said, imagine it with Deadpool in the background of every shot, just like making funny jokes and shit, and like not really doing anything.
I think I'd still rather die by Deadpool than Wolverine, because imagine how fucking horrifying that is. This motherfucker, you can't run from him. He doesn't get tired. He can sprint nonstop, and you're just putting rounds into him, and there ain't shit. You know, like that's a ultimate horror. That's what there's a new angle. People will be Wolverine's the bad guy in the movie, okay, and have a motherfuckers running from him. Like people like the Punisher's actually defeated Wolverine before, like captured him. Of course, he didn't kill him, but he beat Wolverine. Like we still got the Punisher. That's proven to be a huge success on Netflix. There's your fucking Batman right there. Fuck Batman.
Punisher's fucking great because he gets hurt and he keeps going.
And he realistically doesn't not kill a motherfucker. He has to kill motherfuckers.
I watched somebody did like a you remember the movie with Thomas Jane, right? The one with him and John Travolta. And then people were kind of upset that he wasn't playing the Punisher in the Netflix series, because he wanted to be the Punisher in the Netflix series, but they chose the other guy. And they made like a fan-made video of him, the one from the movie, in like a laundromat or something, and there's like a gang outside, and they're like fucking with some kids, and he's like quit drinking, and he's like trying to lay low and be cool, and like you can tell that he's just had enough, and like he walks into the liquor store, and he like asks for a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he goes out and he beats the shit out of all the gang members with the bottle of Jack Daniels. And then he pours it on them and like lights them on fire and shit. And then like he beats up like the head gang member, and he like breaks both of his legs. And then he turns to like the crowd that forms, and he goes, "You can have them." And he fucking walks away. And it's like, I get it, man. Like I think he could have done great in that sort of R-rated, more free.
Yeah.
Because Netflix, they have more freedom, right? Because they're their own production company. And so basically you could do whatever you want.
So the Blue Falcon from fucking, what's it called? The Walking Dead was the Punisher. And he actually wasn't so bad, but yeah, I didn't like the Blue Falcon from The Walking Dead because of his character from The Walking Dead. So I was a little bit prejudiced against the guy.
Yeah. But I think he did good, especially from like being like the military point of view, like him being a Marine, and like like being
the original Punisher was a Marine like from the comics, I do believe. They changed it in that 90s edition movie to where he was a Navy SEAL, which I like that one too.
But like I get like the military thing, and then in the movie he was like CIA too, or FBI or something like that.
Yeah, he was into some deep shit. He was a gunny, but he was like basically MARSOC is how they put him in the Netflix, because that's being a part of MARSOC, people, is just like being a Navy SEAL. You're not actually part of the Navy or Marine Corps, or the Green Berets aren't actually part of the Army anymore. It's all formality. They all report to JSOC. It's a different branch of the military, so they could be the CIA. Any of them could be.
Yeah, I liked how like he had like his veteran buddies. There's another good thing too that you should watch called Barry. I know you can't fucking hear me right now. I don't know why I'm still talking. I'm talking, filling time. Okay, and he's back. Have you ever seen the show Barry?
The show Barry, I have not.
So, you know who Bill Hader is?
I do not.
He was in It. He was in It Chapter 2.
Wait, the new one.
He's on Saturday Night Live. He's a comedian.
The new one, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So he's Barry, and he plays a former Marine Corps sniper and he's a hitman, but he gets like he doesn't want to be a hitman anymore. He wants to be an actor, so he takes acting classes and stuff. But it's fucking it's a great show, dude.
What? Okay, so wait, the guy from It, the comedian guy,
Yeah.
he is now playing in an action movie.
No, it's a show, an HBO show.
What is it on HBO? What is it called?
Barry.
Barry. Okay.
And
I'm
he's
gonna check it
like
out.
he's sick of being a hitman and living the hitman lifestyle, so he wants to be an actor. And Henry Winkler is the acting teacher.
And I have no idea what happened to my camera. Just so you know, we were having a chaotic, all sorts of technical difficulty day. And that okay, so he's the dark-headed one, right? The dark-headed, the Jewish fella on the
Who?
It Chapter 2.
Barry. I don't. Let's see. I'll screen share with you right now, and I'll show you a picture.
There were two. The guy who played the comedian on It, he grew up to be a comedian. That's the guy we're talking about, right?
Yeah, he's like a screenwriter in it too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that guy. Okay, no, actually, I know who. Okay, I know who you're talking about now. He played Georgie's brother.
No,
What?
You're
Okay,
all-
you're gonna have to.
you're all sorts of fucked up right now.
Dude, I don't know names. I still is it Edward? Is the guy? No, Edward was his Twilight name. I still think the Batman's name's Edward.
Robert Pattinson.
Okay, I gotta write this down.
Can you see it? This is Barry.
It's coming. It's coming. Oh man, yes. Okay, so yes. Okay. I had it right the first time. This guy is now playing a sniper. I gotta see this. Oh, there he is with a gun in the show. There he is. He has a gun in this picture.
Yeah, he's won like I think he won like an Emmy or something like that. It's a good show, dude. It's legit.
Yeah, dude, it is always nice to watch somebody who has mainly played a certain role for a very long time, and it's nice to see them actually do successful and do good at a different role. Jason Statham's another one has in Snatched. He actually played a regular ass dude that got his ass kicked, and that's like pretty cool. Like so, some of these actors, Leonardo DiCaprio, Snoop Dogg says something and he finally wins a Grammy, but that dude has played the pretty boy. He's played every role and he's done awesome at every role, man.
Dude, and this last one he did, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Tarantino movie with the Mansons. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh my god, dude, it's so great.
Okay, so this has been my life.
It's him and Brad Pitt, dude. Brad Pitt won an Oscar.
What? Leo DiCap and Brad Pitt are teamed up?
They play best friends. Brad Pitt plays
Get
his
outta
stunt
here.
double.
Where have I been?
Brad Pitt beats up Bruce Lee.
Holy shit.
One
What
of
is
the-
this called? Once Upon a Time in
one of-
Hollywood.
One of the best lines I'm gonna tell you is Bruce Lee is like talking. All the stunt people are like hanging around, and Bruce Lee's talking, and he goes, "You see these right here?" He goes, "The police tell me that they are. I must register them as a deadly weapon. If I were to beat somebody up, if I were to beat somebody up and kill them, I would get arrested." And Brad Pitt goes, "No shit." He goes, "Anybody who beats anybody up gets arrested. It's called manslaughter." It's like,
So it was like basically everybody does like Bruce Lee would have kicked so much butt. I was like, man, I don't know, I just don't know. It's
There's
a
no
shame
way
that
to
he's
know.
gone.
there's no way to know.
There's no way to know. Yeah, you can't. He could play nunchucks with ping pong. Doesn't mean he can actually. He said himself, boards don't hit back. So he could play fucking ping pong with nunchucks really good.
Everybody has
Yeah.
a plan until you get punched in the face.
Hollywood has a strange notion and a reputation for being fake.
Well, dude, that's what pisses me off is like all these actors, like how they act, like they'll be like, "Oh, you're so scary," or you're so intimidating. It's like they're acting. It's not real.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee if you walk up to one of these Hollywood guys and you punch them in the fucking face, like full blast, they're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're going to get like, my face, I needed it for this angle. They're like very specific on how they market themselves. And like, when I was talking, funny thing, we were talking to my wife, if you watch around on the Batman, they say, oh, this costume is leaked. The costume is a motherfucker, a stunt double. It's not even the real actor riding the motorcycles. He's not even riding the motherfucking motorcycles in this fucking movie. So, and the stunt double actually kind of looked like Batman. He's this huge yoked motherfucker. It kind of looks like Ben Affleck. And I'm like,
I think Ben Affleck was a good Batman.
so do I. I think he did his own stunts even.
He plays a good billionaire. He was older. That's what I liked, was Batman was older.
Finally.
It's not this fucking, like, yeah, Christian Bale was good. I think the best Batman was Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Just like I can't say the best Joker was Jack Nicholson, but he was really good.
Jack Nicholson was really good, man. And
one
of his warnings to Heath Ledger was, "You're gonna get, or don't get lost in this character," is what he said.
I think like the best Joker in a Batman movie is Heath Ledger, but Joaquin Phoenix killed it in Joker, dude. But Heath Ledger's Joker was creepy on its own. Joaquin Phoenix's, you needed kind of the whole movie to really tie it in, right?
Yeah.
But
I got to check that one out, too, because I've been putting that one off.
Just looking at Heath Ledger, dude, like, just in costume and, like, the look that he would give people, like, when he kept licking his lips and shit, it was, like, that's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, the things, I mean, we do got to, like, I think Heath Ledger for his performance, but it wasn't fucking worth his life, man. Not to me, it wasn't. I liked him in 10 Things I Hate About You, which is actually the only other movie I think I liked him in it. There was A Knight's Tale. That was a good movie. That was a good one. I was jealous of him in The Knight's Tale because this girl that I had a crush on was like, he's so hot. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. Uh-oh.
The Patriot?
Oh, yes. Yes. Damn. That was a good one, too.
When he dies in The Patriot, I was like I felt like the first time a movie was like, fuck you, dude. Because you're like, oh, man, like, that's so close to the end of the war. Or, you know, and, like, it's like he's a messenger and it's dangerous, but he'll, you know, maybe he'll get captured and his dad.
And he was a badass, yeah. Yeah.
But he was also kind of a pussy, too, in that movie.
Yeah, but he was a boy. Like, you know, you got to think Mel Gibson, that movie was probably raised totally different. Mel Gibson was raising his kids different, but they weren't ready for the war yet. It was going to come to a time when they were ready for a war, but he wasn't fucking ready yet.
He was the man who knew war, and he knew what was coming, and he tried to protect his family from it. But his sons were like glorified him. They thought of their father in this glorious aspect, when in reality he thought of himself as a monster and
because he was,
and a savage, because of, you know, the things that movie says happened. Even though, like, was it Fort Wilderness?
Yeah.
That he says that never had. That's not historically accurate. But
yeah,
things like that happen, and he knew what was coming. He knew that, having fought in the British Army, what the British Army is capable of, and what a huge foe they were.
Yeah.
But I love that movie.
Dude, and doesn't it symbolize the start of the Marine Corps in Tubbs Tavern, 1775? You know,
their Continental Army.
Okay.
That's what needs to be made into a movie, is fucking the origins of the Marine Corps. Yeah,
because they were big into the guerrilla war tactics too, from what we read on history.
Dude, they legit used to fucking jump ship to ship and fight.
Swing swashbuckling, and I have not yet begun to fight that battle. That battle. What do you mean? Yeah, we were waiting for it. That's something a Marine would do. I could see Rosie sipping, like Rosie's forefathers, just sipping martinis while his ship's getting blown to shit. Oh, sir, I have not yet begun to fight. I always picture that as Rosie.
Has the battle started? I wasn't informed.
I wasn't informed, sir. Kill him. And then he throws him like a ball, and he like catches it.
I thought this was merely the opening skirmish.
That's what he's smoking in your pipe. I'm trying hay this time. And whatever they put, you got to think too, people. They put whatever in them pipes and tried anything. Like back in the good old days when a potion was like, oh, it's got some fucking coating and all this other crazy shit in it. They called it a potion. Peddlers just peddling that shit.
So yeah, snake oil salesman, man.
I know, dude. What the hell?
Drink this and your hair will return. Drink this and you won't have syphilis anymore like everyone else.
It's just pure codeine. And like whatever other drug that you shouldn't do.
I saw the savages rolling this up and smoking it. Oh man, it makes me quite hungry.
Or
Did you believe I've seen the gods?
Yes, do you ever wonder when Ukitil he left? Did you think he actually like went back to his tribe and tripped peyote just because it was a spiritual thing? I'm pretty sure they did.
Who?
I mean, I would. Tanks, Mr. Tanks.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably for a religious reason.
Yeah, he left for his. He did that every year. He told me what the games were, and he said I could come participate in the games, and I shan't say what they are because he said white people haven't been there for a while because white people, as in the WWE, said this shit was inhumane and tried to put a damper on their parade. And so if that goes, like, it's not that big of a deal. It's something we rednecks would actually play, but
I've always wanted to like do like one of those like the sweat lodge and the peyote and like get a group of us guys together and do like obviously super respectfully and like try to connect with our warrior brethren.
Yeah, that would be fun. And we like do some sort of grueling ritual, but at the end of the ritual, we get to trip
I think it should be like you do a 3-day kind of survive in the woods, and then you come back and you do a sweat lodge and a peyote ritual.
Yeah.
So you cleanse your mind and your spirit and your body.
Yeah, and just eating nothing but maybe beef pemmican. Maybe not beef pemmican, but
My wife thought I was crazy because we went to the Grand Canyon and I bought a CD of Native American music, and it's like the whistle and the drums and stuff like the flute, not the whistle, the flute. But dude, that shit will like if you like get really stoned and think and like listen to it, it like takes you away.
Yes, the Native American. I used to have this. You ever heard of the Pure Moods?
Mm.
Oh man, it's an old school Native American track that has just a bunch of random Native American songs that I used to have. Like when my parents first got a debit card, I got in trouble for calling like this phone number to order Pure Moods because it came on all the time. And then me and my brother like made fun of ourselves for liking it, but we actually secretly liked it and ordered it and then listened to it.
Well, I bought a didgeridoo CD in Australia. That shit's dope, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really liked it. That would be so much fun to, because that's stuff we did. We had Travis playing his guitar. It's just that's how they actually made music back then.
Well, think of that's probably happened in every warrior culture.
Yeah.
Is you're home, you're away from home, you're scared, and you only have the guys around you.
You only get a little bit.
And you know what's about to happen, and you're getting ready to take life, possibly give your life, and you sit around the campfire, somebody plays music, you laugh, you joke, you tell stories.
Yeah, I mean, just it's like it's soothing. Yeah, that's just it. It's soothing. It helps you actually relax. Whenever you live in a life of tense, you think we're tense in the civilian world. I mean, maybe we're less tense in the field, maybe, but getting around a fire, having some homies, it is different, man. It's just different. It's not like going to work. You can't make that kind of friends at work. You're forced into a situation, and this is what becomes of this situation is something truly beautiful that you miss out on that if you've never experienced. But the natives seem to have had it right back in them days. They got around, connected with one another because there was nothing else better to do. It doesn't seem so bad, man. Like I would miss technology, but would we be better off without it? That's another $1 million question.
But I think it's better to live not without technology, but also not knowing of technology. Because when you know of technology and you're without it, that shit sucks. Like I went to the store today and I forgot my phone at home and I felt fucking like naked.
I feel you there, my dude. I actually don't. I got rid of my phone because every time I'd leave it, we have to stop what we're doing, go get everybody's fudging phone, take 10 jillion years, and I can't remember my ass if it wasn't attached. So it was just ruling my life, man, and it was such a stressor. Like waiting for somebody to call, waiting on this, just what time, I know what time it is now, like constantly without a phone. I don't even need a phone to know that time. So I think the phone is our biggest, I'm kind of against them. I like having a computer and having to come physically get on my computer to do stuff because I'll then be like, well, I'm wasting too much fucking time on the computer. I gotta like go mow the yard or something.
Yeah, I deleted like Facebook off of my phone. I still use it because I need to be able to contact people and shit. But
If
um,
if we have another for speaking of which, if we do have another form of social media where we could still contact each other and I could still look at maybe pictures of my homies, I would totally fucking ditch Facebook. It's too political.
that's why I got Instagram because you have to post a picture. You can't just like write the shit. So
Mm.
I think I've posted maybe like 10 pictures the entire time I've had an Instagram. But like I could still see like you can post like pictures of your kids and shit, stuff like that.
Yeah, like I mean that's what I like about Facebook is I have pictures that nobody else can see on that that's the only reason why I would keep Facebook or anything of that nature. But like I'm sorry, some of the advertisements, man, it's just kind of swinging. It's brainwashing people to be a certain way. It's out of hand, man. It's out
Well,
of hand.
I remember Facebook when it was, I think I got my Facebook in 2008. Yeah, yeah, before Iraq because I used Facebook in Iraq. And it was literally almost nobody was on Facebook, and there was like no ads. There was no, there's nothing political. It was just people, basically reconnecting, and then it became monetized, and they
Or
fucking
yeah, we used to use it. Me and my brother would use it to speak literal, absolute gibberish nonsense. And if you speak nonsense now, it's just people take it seriously.
yeah. I mean, like it was good for Iraq because you could just message somebody and that and MySpace, but by then MySpace was kind of on the way out.
Yeah, like what did I post? Okay, so I posted something just for shits and gigs. Because there's a big thing around here for there. People went on a gay hating spree. So I say something like, I literally have read when we were on Red Beach. I had nothing else better to do but read the entire gospel. I read every single gospel. I read a lot of the Bible, but I really got familiar with the gospel and the things that Jesus Christ was actually quoted for. Not sure what he always said. I'm not a Jesus expert, okay, people. I'm just one of the only people I know that have actually read the Bible. These Christians, they go to church. It doesn't count, but hey, I could get into that, but I'm not. But Jesus never once said it's homosexuality is a bad thing. He did say it is better to gouge out your eyes than to commit adultery. Okay, so when I said homosexuality wasn't bad, literally probably about 4 or 5 people start fucking just laying into me. All these motherfuckers had cheated on their wives, or one of them was even going through where he had just cheated on his wife, his pregnant wife, in their bed with this total fucking skank. And then I just like, ah! And then I quoted the gouge out your eyes and commit adultery, and I start saying, I'll see you motherfuckers in hell then, bitch.
Hey, I got a prepaid suite, dude. Like,
Yeah, dog. I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to be the one doing the torture, and let's be real.
well,
Yeah.
I think you want to make this a short one, and then we'll prep
Yeah, yeah.
for
I
our,
don't know how is the crotch grabbling just is it making your eye twitch like mine? Like it's just twitching? Not really. It's not really twitching.
well, okay, we'll make this a shorter one, and then we'll prepare for. We have some bigger upcoming ones that we got to get ready for.
Yeah, some big ones. I just want to and to go back to the Batman thing, to the DC, to the creators, guys. It's like I know to the Batman fans, you guys want to go fucking see this movie because there's nothing else better to do. There's no other superhero movie out. My advice, if you are annoyed with the superhero, that's why I've gone away from movies because Star Wars was garbage. So I haven't seen all these cool movies. So but these superhero movies, they got, come on, we got way more material to go with, not the same story over and over. And if you feel like I do, if maybe Andrew, I don't know if you feel that way, do not go fucking see this movie. Have the balls to boycott it and find something else to do for a good 5 fucking years to get them to pull their head out of their ass and stop taking shits on scripts. They
Save
take
your
shit.
money. Save your money. And see
Save
them
your
too.
money. Save your fucking money. They take a shit on the script and then they make you feel guilty. They'll say, no, you're the hater for not liking my art. It's normal to not like to see the same fucking story over and over and over and over and over again. That's normal. So just boycott it. Don't bitch about the movie. It's not Rob's fault. He sees an opportunity to be Batman.
No, somebody offers you the chance to play Batman, you're gonna fucking play Batman.
You're gonna fucking play Batman for $1 trillion. You don't have to do your own stunts like Ben Affleck did. So that's fine, Rob. I'm sorry to bust your balls about that, bro. Sorry to bust your balls about that. You look good, man. You do look good. All right, I'll give you that. But yeah, man, we gotta boycott the movie, people. Let's get some real. Let's use our brains again, people that are writing movies. Or if your brain's shot, take your $1 trillion and get the fuck out and let somebody who wants to be there. And those actors, another tip: get a no-name stuntman who looks like Bruce Wayne that could do his own fucking cool stunts, so the movie will be better. Like. That's what I got to say about that. I'm not a hater. I like stuff. But yeah. You clear, bro?
I'm clear. You clear?
All clear.
Out.